And hello everyone, Lights and Gear is back with another product review. And I have today the latest from Olight. The H2R Nova is the newest within that family of flashlights. If you look back onto my previous reviews, you will see the H1 Nova having been reviewed back in 2016. That was a very small flashlight. This is its much larger sibling, if you will. The other one just takes a 16340 battery, CR123, and this one takes an 18650. So that's the difference. As far as the size goes, this is a much larger flashlight and a much brighter flashlight. It is the H2R Nova. It is rechargeable, unlike the smaller version, and this one has pretty much all the same features. It's just a much more robust flashlight and will obviously last a lot longer on a battery charge. So the box, as I sort of detailed within my written review, was almost like getting into Fort Knox. I couldn't quite figure out which end I was supposed to open, because this end was almost, the top here was almost most difficult to open piece of cardboard sitting on glue that I've ever seen before. So maybe, I'm not sure of the reason, but it was well sealed, I'll tell you that. And the bottom, I tried to get into the bottom as well, and I ended up by ripping this portion off. So eventually I got everything out without actually destroying the box itself, which I was almost afraid I might have to do. There are a lot of nice features of this flashlight. I'm not going to waste too much time going over too many of them. You can certainly look at my written review and see everything obviously in clearer detail there. But as far as the output's concerned, and it does mention here about two different beam types, or two different LED types here, because it comes in a cool white and a neutral white. And as it says here on the box, I have received the cool white version, which is going to be a little bit brighter. So basically you get the regular outputs here. You get Moonlight at 1 lumen, low at 30, medium at 150, high at 600, and then turbo at 2300 lumens. And then, but it doesn't last long at that output. They only keep it at the highest level for a minute or so, and then it bumps down. So in this case, 2300 is on turbo mode, but then that lowers to 750 after a minute or two. So that's just the way it goes. 110 minutes is the projected run time on the 750 lumens. So there, if you had the neutral white version, it would be 2000 lumens, and then bumps down to 700. So that's the way that is. It is impact resistant to almost 5 feet. That's 1.5 meters. It's IPX8 waterproof, so submersible to 2 meters. Has the Cree XHP-50 LED in here, and it runs on the 18650 battery, which they supply. They even say in here that it's really not, they don't recommend you using any other types of batteries. They don't recommend CR123s or 16340s or anything like that. They just say to use the 18650 that the flashlight comes with, and there's really no need to use anything else anyway. So there's your box. There's your information there. 153 meters is the throw. It's not a throwing light because of the lens and so forth on these. I mean, it is a headband flashlight. Did I even mention that yet? Not officially. So it is a headband flashlight. So it comes with a very robust headband strap with it, which is also magnetic. So anyway, elsewhere in the box, once I managed to get everything out, here is the user manual, which again repeats much of what I was just talking about a few moments ago. Here is the headband itself, and under this plate here, there's a magnet under in there. So this is magnetic here, and when the flashlight is attached in here, here is the flashlight, by the way, here's the little guy, and it does have a nice pocket clip on it as well. They say when you put it on the headband to remove the pocket clip, but I've been able to put it on the headband and retain the pocket clip on there. I have a picture of that on my website. So that almost magnetizes and affixes itself right in there, and then you pull the strap over here. See, that's where the clip comes in the way, but I managed to slip this underneath the clip, and then this attaches in on here and flaps down, so you know it's not going to go anywhere once it's on there. So it's a very nice headband and extremely sturdy. And you can also replace the magnet. It comes with these little things they call EVA pads, and I've never seen these before. And it comes with a large one and a small one in here, so basically you're supposed to remove, well, if you want to, you're supposed to remove the magnet back in here and replace it with these EVA pads. But anyway, that's what those are. Again, here's the flashlight. Here's where the, forgot to show you the magnetic charging cap. Same as the other flashlights. So that affixes to the rear. Where's the rear? There it is. That affixes to the rear. And of course plug that in and away you go. You can see pictures of this on my website. As soon as you plug it in, this turns red in here. The little light at the end turns red, and then when it's finished charging it turns green. It will only charge the 18650 battery it comes with. It will not charge any other type of 18650 brand that I have found. You can use them, of course, in the flashlight. The flashlight will run fine, but as soon as you put the charging cable on there, it doesn't do anything. It just stays green the whole time, so it physically will not charge another battery other than their own battery, which is right here. So this is the battery that came with the light. It's a 3000 mAh, and that's what they intend you to use. It goes in the light thusly, backwards, as most lights would be. Just to show you up in the head there, I don't think there's anything to, oh yes, there is a spring up in the head. Can't see it though. There is a spring up in there. So that goes on, and you only have the one switch on the top, which controls everything, and it has that almost fly view kind of pattern on here, so the beam is extremely wide. You won't get any spotlight beam on this at all. It's a flood beam. It's almost like having a diffuser on it. It gives a very flooded beam, which serves a couple of good purposes, and there are some nifty pictures of this on my website at lightsandgear.com. You can check out the written review and see some outdoor shots with this. But to turn it on, all you do is give it one little press. Now if you want Moonlight right away, with Moonlight you have to press and hold the switch, and there you get Moonlight. That's your instant access to Moonlight. They say that Moonlight is memorized within the within mode memory, so if you turn it off in Moonlight, then the next time it turns on it'll also be in Moonlight. It also remembers the turbo mode, so if you turn it off in turbo, it'll turn back on in turbo the next time. And to get strobe, you click 3 times, 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's SOS. It does not have strobe, it only has SOS, because here are your, here's your other information right here. Moonlight, turbo, SOS, and there's also the lockout feature. So yeah, it doesn't have strobe, but you click it 3 times to get SOS. And there's the lockout feature as well here, which is explained on my website as well. So to get turbo at any time, you can just double click the light from the off position. So a quick double click will get instant turbo, and man, this is bright. This is very, very bright, extremely bright, and it's going to be really hard to tell that from in this confined area. So that's why I say go to my website and look at the outdoor shots of this. It is really, really bright. It's not even dark enough outside right now for me to go out and show you. So just take a look at those at lightsandgear.com, and you'll see how bright this actually is. So give it one little press to turn it off, and of course another press to turn it on, and I'll be back in turbo again. This is already getting hot too. Up here at the top, that button is already getting really hot. So to cycle through, just press and hold the switch. I'm now down to low, so if I press it again, it'll just turn off. So to get to the other modes, of course, I have to press and hold. So there's medium and high. And that's what it does in its basic sequence. It just goes low, medium, high. As long as I keep my finger on the button, all it does is cycle low, medium, high, low, medium, high. So to get the turbo, I would have to double click, double press. It doesn't make a click, it's a soft button. So, and then to get to Moonlight, I would have to have it off and then press and hold it for 2 or 3 seconds in order for it to turn on in Moonlight. So again, cycling normally just does low, medium, and high. And then SOS, as I say, is 3 clicks, 1, 2, 3, and that'll be whether it's on or whether it's off. And then a single press, in this case, turns it right off again. But anyway, I think that's it for the video. If I think of anything else, I'll certainly add it. Hope you've enjoyed it. We'll share it and so forth, and check out the written review and pick one up if it's to your liking. Thank you so much. Have a good one.